Hi, this is Mike Crow, and I run a home inspection business. In fact, I've run a couple of home inspection businesses. The true joy for me, though, has been helping literally thousands of home inspectors build really solid home inspection businesses as well. We can help a single-man operation be able to do over $300,000 a year, maybe all the way up to $400,000 a year as a single inspector operation. Even better for me is the 80-plus companies that we have helped be able to build million-dollar home inspection businesses. I would like to help you be able to do the same thing.
At our last mastermind meeting, Mike demonstrated a presentation he did at real estate offices all the time. But as you listen, pay attention to how you can take these ideas and build them into your business. If you would like to attend our next mastermind meeting, head over to MikeCrowReturns.com for more info.
Number one fastest way to grow your business, Tiana? Presentations. So I'm going to do one of the presentations that I've just revamped. And by the way, I created this years ago for Recession Marketing Secrets, how to recession-proof your business. How many of you think we're getting ready to go into a recession? Boom, okay? So does the rest of the world. Are we? I don't know. I don't care. But if that's their interest, I'm going to feed into it. Also, what I used to tell them was winter marketing secrets. So I turned this into winter marketing because in real estate, does real estate market shut down or slow down during winter? Yeah. Okay, so I would turn it into that. I just want to tell you thank you for allowing me to be here today. I want to make sure I give you some really good information to help you be able to build your business. Now, some people think we're getting ready to go into a recession. And I'm going to tell you the information I'm going to give you is absolutely going to save you if we are going into a recession, and it will help you beyond belief if we don't go into a recession. So either way, this is good information for you. I know we all have different ways of looking at things, and I like to think I'm realistic, like Wayne Dyer. I expect miracles. Okay? And you know, I actually expect to have enough business to survive a recession profitably. So what's your response going to be to the recession that's coming? Here's response number one that I want to make sure that you understand. You got to make sure you pay close attention to every lead opportunity. You know, when the market's really good and the phone's ringing off the wall, you don't think about it. You just book as much as you can. If you got plenty of fish there, you just catch a few and you don't care that the bunch got away, right? But when there's only 3 fish there, you're going, man, I need 1 of those or 2 of those, okay? So track and response all forms of advertising and marketing. Drop the marketing that's not working. And how do you know what is working and what's not? Well, you have to create what I call KPIs, or people call KPIs, which are key performance indicators. So at my office, for instance, we measure how often the phone rings. We measure how many of those jobs we schedule, okay? And if you're not measuring your opportunities and what you're doing with those opportunities, you're probably going to mess up. And a lot of times, here's what I tell people. Anything measured improves. Anything measured and reported on improves exponentially, okay? So you've got to hone your sales process at the very initial point of contact. You've got to get good at selling. If there's tons of fish, you don't have to be a good fisherman. There's only 3 fish. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody trying to do that spear fishing thing, right? And usually, you know, somebody comes out and they make it look easy. Boom, fish, okay? And then somebody comes out that doesn't know what they're doing, and they're like, they're all day trying to, you know, and they don't get anything. You have to hone your sales process. You've got to know what it takes to be a good salesperson. And don't be afraid to reach out to your clients and your customers and let them know what's going on and that you're there to help them. You've got to reach out to them. And just tell them, hey, I just want to let you know, I'm still here. I know a lot of people are saying some weird stuff. I just want you to know we're here, we're helping people, and I want you to know I have time to work with you and families and friends, okay? Number 2, my favorite time to go to the amusement park is when there's a chance of rain. I love taking my family to Six Flags. I love taking my family to Walt Disney World. You know the best time to go to Walt Disney World or Universal Studios or Six Flags is when they go, whoa, we have a 30% chance of rain today. Because most people aren't going. We go, and if it rains, all right, so some things aren't working, and maybe we can't ride every ride, but we have a blast, and there's less people there. All right? So you want to make sure that you're still marketing, even though everybody else is out there telling you, oh, there's a chance of a recession, and you should pull back on your marketing. That's exactly the opposite. So it's the best time to walk in and out and talk to your mavens or have lunches with people or appointments with people. And many competitors are going to abandon certain marketing techniques. You want to turn yours up. When business is slower than normal, we turn up the marketing. So that's number 2, okay? Number 3, recession response number 3, create a marketing team. This is one of the things that I've been teaching for years. And as I travel across the country, some people do really well with this. So let's see here. Tiana, what business are you in? I forget. Are you an agent? No, what business are you in? A virtual assistant business. Wonderful. Okay. So who else works with virtual assistants? Who else needs or is marketing to people that need virtual assistants? Who else what other type of people are working with people that need virtual assistants? A lot of telecommunications. Do you know who those people are? Can you reach them? Do you know the marketers for that? Okay, well, this is why we're talking about this one. So real estate agents are great for home inspectors and for Bob and even for Letitia that we talked about earlier, okay? And here's what we know. Real estate agents get marketed to by title companies and mortgage companies and foundation companies and roofing companies and home inspectors and home warranty companies. So get a group of people together to do your marketing together, and it can lower your cost of marketing by 80+%, okay? By 80+%. And I want to make sure that you see that. So talk to other companies that market to the same folks that you do. Join forces in marketing together. Make it a win-win situation. Lower your cost, all right? And, you know, let's make sure that you want to set it up so that you are in direct contact with those clients. You're not just throwing a piece of paper into something. That doesn't work, okay? But if you have 3 people doing presentations or 3 people that could do presentations and 3 people get introduced at a meeting, that might be a great thing, okay? Number 4, do not sing the recession blues. Here's something I try to tell my inspectors all the time. For you that are real estate agents, we're in the middle of a recession, right? Are people still buying homes? Yep, okay? We're in the middle of winter. Are people still buying homes? Yep, okay? Oh my gosh, but a lot less people are doing it? Yep, okay? So you're a real estate agent, right? And so let's say I'm out on a job with your buyer and I go, man, it's kind of interesting that you're buying a home right now considering that we're in the middle of a recession. Yeah, you don't ever want to see me again, right? You don't ever want to see me again, all right? And you sure as hell don't want to see an inspector that does that, right? If you sing the blues, your staff, the people that work for you, will take that as an excuse not to schedule. They will say, oh, well, you know, it's a recession, Mike. They called us because they needed an inspection, okay? They didn't call us because they were in the middle of a recession. So don't give me that. Okay, but they will feel that's a logical reason why they don't have to perform as well. And by the way, don't be afraid. Ask despite what you hear, because people have money to spend. So in the middle of one of the last great recessions, I had somebody come out and clean my carpets. Okay, and he cleaned all the carpets up and everything. And by the way, I used to be in the carpet cleaning business. It was one of the businesses I had that I let go because I wanted to focus on some other businesses. And he finished up and everything. And I kept waiting for him to say, hey, would you like me to Scotch guard the carpet for you, to help protect it from spills and everything? And he didn't do it. He's like, put up and he's going, hey, here's the bill. And I'm going, do you guys not Scotch guard? Do you not put something on there to help prevent stains if somebody spills something? Oh, yeah. Why didn't you ask me? Well, you know, we're in the middle of a recession and most people don't want to spend money. So that's what he said. That's what he said. I said, well, you're absolutely right. I said, money is really tight right now, and I don't have a lot any more than anybody else. You know, so I'm sure you'll cut me a deal on Scotch guarding? And going, oh, yeah, I'll do it for $10. Great. Are you kidding me? Okay. That should be $125 to $250, okay? So anyway, but he was a mindset on recession, right? But don't be afraid to ask for money. Don't be afraid to sell the best thing. Let them say no. You are not your clients. Let them say no. I have what I call my 6-month rule. I'm getting ready to go to Walt Disney World, all right? And I tell one of my kids, I said, man, I'm thinking about going to Walt Disney World. Would you like to go with me? And they go, no, thank you very much. Okay, I go to Walt Disney World. And I come back, and I had a blast. I got a hat, I got a T-shirt. I'm talking about all this. And they go, but if I didn't ask, I went to Walt Disney World, I came back, I got a hat, I got a T-shirt I'm talking about, and you know what they say? Oh, I would have liked to have gone with you. It's my 6-month rule. Make sure you talk to people so they can't come back and go, why didn't you ask me? I learned that the hard way a couple of times. And so it's a very, very important thing. And then people want what you're selling. You just got to make sure you talk to them, right? And will some people whine and complain about price? Of course they will. Can I tell you a secret? Let me give you a number here real quick. Here's how I measure how sensitive people are to prices. Our rack card has a scratch-off card. This card is worth minimum $10. Every card is a winner. There's no card they scratch off and go, try again. None. Every card's worth $10. And we give these, we tell them about it on the phone. We put these out at offices. We give them to agents. We do a lot of things. And we tell them on the phone, if you ask the inspector, he'll pull out 5. You choose one, scratch it off. And whatever it is, by the way, you have to scratch it off in front of the inspector. I don't want them picking up a bunch and scratching it off and going, oh, look. No, you have to scratch it off in front of the inspector. So they scratch it off. Every card is worth at least $10, okay? You would think that 100% of people would scratch this off and take the $10, wouldn't you? Nope, not even close. Not even close. So when times are good, less than 10%. Less than 10%. The most I've ever seen was during 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. The most I saw was 20%. What does that tell you? Money is not nearly as important as people tell you it is. Okay? So that's my measurement tool. And I know that price is not the reason they choose my company. They choose my company because maybe I have a 90-day warranty. I have a 200% guarantee because, I can do all kinds of other things. I give them, if they don't buy it today, we give them $100 off their next inspection because maybe it didn't appraise properly, or maybe the seller changed their mind, or maybe it burned down. Well, I don't care whatever the reason. Whatever the reason they didn't buy it, we'll do the next inspection. We call it our buyer's protection guarantee for $100 off, okay? And everybody goes, wow, that's super cool. People choose us for a lot of reasons. Oh, and by the way, maybe it's because we gave them the report on site. Maybe it's because we could do the inspection the same day. Whatever it is, okay? Maybe it's because we answer the phone. But here's the thing is, how many unique selling points did I just drop into the middle of this presentation? But I'm not talking about me. All right, recession response number 5, multiple streams of income. All right, so how many of you are doing multiple things besides just inspections? What about sprinklers? What about radon? As a real estate agent, what are you doing? One of the things what else are you doing? Insurance. Did I mention how much I like you? Insurance is one of the most impressive things I've seen real estate agents do, okay? By the way, I went into the insurance business. Okay, because of the same reason, right? So it's another multiple stream of income, all right? And take your marketing next level, all right? Look around, see what type of work is available in the industry. What kind of work is the client already that you're working with need? I talked earlier about the fact that we were doing home inspections, and my dad said, hey, we should be doing termite inspections. Wow, okay? Instant revenue, instant increase there. So response number 6. Go back to your customers, okay? So to do business with your old customers instead of just leaving them and going on to the next. I will tell you, I'm amazed. And by the way, the story that always breaks my heart, and I hear one every year, and sometimes I hear 3 or 4 a year, especially when business is really good. Every year I hear somebody go, yeah, I had this client, and they were good friends, and next thing I know, they're buying a house, and they didn't even call me. What's wrong with that statement? Why is it their job to call you? Yeah, there you go. It's your job to call them. It's your job to send out emails and newsletters and call them and maybe even have a personal visit with them. Here's the other thing that I like, and you're doing it. Make yourself a continuity or a passive income off of what your business is already, okay? That's one of the most brilliant things. Go back to your clients, and if they've already bought this, offer them this, okay? And there's a lot of things out there you can do with this. Maybe it's ACN, maybe it's other things, maybe it's electricity, maybe it's insurance, whatever it is. And they already know you, like you, and trust you. And by the way, the weirdest thing is when they buy insurance, they also think of you more for real estate in the future because it forces you to stay in touch with them. So don't let the recession be anything like an excuse. Don't let it be an excuse. Instead, let it be an opportunity you've been waiting for to prove yourself. Because 2007, 2010, 50% of home inspectors went out of business. Our business grew. You know why? because we take care of the people that we work with, and we make sure that they understand. And part of the way we take care of them is we help them grow their business as well. So, presentation is number one fastest way to grow your business. This presentation is designed to help the people that I'm talking to be more successful. I want to make sure that you see that and understand that, okay? And by the way, I always tell people, I tell Jonathan, if they call us about something, it's okay if they want to call me and ask me to refill a chocolate bowl. I'm good with that. But if they call me and honestly, we should have called them, then we lost. We lost some credibility. We lost some reputation. We lost. How much do we need to make sure we stay in touch with them? Okay? I'm going to tell you a secret. This is outside of the mode. David, how many times have I called you since we started working together? Handful. Okay? And we've been working 3 months together, and every Friday I go see my dad. This is a secret I probably shouldn't tell you, and Susan has watched me do this recently, is I have all my kids on speed dial on my car, okay? And then I call people like David, and I call other people that I do business with. Hey, I just wanted to see how we're doing. Are you getting the leads that you need? How's the sales going? Is there anything we can do better for you? Hey, David, how's the kids doing? How's the wife doing? What other business types of things do you do? Okay. David goes, oh, we also do this business. Well, we should talk more about how we could work together on those businesses. Okay. And it works out great. So stay in touch with people that are important to you. Okay. When I used to be doing this, I used to call my top 50 agents when I was going between house to house to house to house. Hey, Billy, how are you doing? Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Hey, Mary, how are you doing? And just talk with them. And of course, my business just went up and up and up and up and up. And up.